On a fall morning in late September, I set out alone on a 3-day adventure that would lead me to the deepest lake in the United States. But first, a couple of days of forest walking lie ahead that would have its challenges. So far, this definitely isn't the most scenic trail I've been on, but I'm saving the best for last. I will show you what we're doing when I get to camp. But first I have to contend with all this blowdown. There's a lot of it, and there's more I've got to get over right now. This is the kind of stuff I'm having to work around and over today. That is a trail under there somewhere. Okay, I found my home for tonight. It is the Bybee Stock Camp. The ranger thought this was going to be full. This is right off the PCT, so she thought maybe PCT hikers would be here. There's nobody here, and in fact I only saw 2 day hikers right when I first started out, and I haven't seen anybody else. I'm super stoked because I have my own water source right here. There's a beautiful little creek running through, and yeah, these look like live trees, so I feel pretty safe. Just a pretty little spot in the forest to call home for tonight. Well, I just had a little bit of a scare. I was sitting here on this log having some water and I heard some rustling and some creaking, and a pretty healthy sized branch just fell out of this tree onto the ground, shattered with a thump. And these look like live trees, but apparently there's some dead branches on them. Luckily, where my tent is, I don't have any trees right overhead, but you gotta be very careful out here. All right, here is the plan. I am doing what is referred to as the Small PCT Loop. I started here at the Lightning Springs trailhead, so today I followed along the Lightning Springs trail and joined up with the PCT, headed north, and I'm camped here at Bybee Creek. Tomorrow I'll join back up with the PCT and head north to beyond Red Cone Spring Campground. You're not allowed to camp there. I guess there are too many dead trees, so I'll probably camp somewhere in here. Yesterday I cached some water at the Red Cone Springs trailhead, and like I said, I'm saving the best for last because the last day I will be following the rim trail along Crater Lake and have amazing views of Crater Lake back to my car at Lightning Springs. I'm gonna sit over here and have dinner. My camp is back there. I don't really see any shrapnel on the ground, so I think I'm okay. Good morning. It is day 2, just having some coffee. It was a pretty loud night. It was windier than what I thought it was going to be, and there were a lot of trees falling around the area. It sounded like gunshots, actually. I think they were falling on other trees that were on the ground, and it makes a very loud noise. So I was a little nervous with the wind, but we made it through. Looks like it's going to be a sunny, beautiful day. Time to get packed up soon and hit the trail. I'm stopping here for a little lunch break. I have gone about 4.5 miles and mostly through burn. Yeah, it's interesting to see firsthand the devastation that wildfires do. It's quite a lot of it here. And just to clarify, these aren't recent burns. This is an old burn. This section of the PCT was actually closed off and the rim trail was used as an alternate, but I think they recently reopened this trail. My plan is to try to book it all the way to the Grouse Hill campground, which would put my day at about 12 miles. I just don't feel comfortable in all this dead forest area, especially with all the trees I heard dropping last night. Shouldn't be a problem to go 12 miles. I've been cruising so far, and yeah, that's the plan. Well, I made it to camp in a somewhat healthy forest, except for maybe that sad-looking tree behind me. However, there aren't hundreds around me dropping branches and falling over. That was really nerve-wracking. Today, I just pretty much booked it through a bunch of those sections. Stuff was falling off the trees as I was walking by, and it was just a white knuckle ride. So I pretty much hauled. And I made the right call to come here to Grouse Hill Camp. And I am actually on the rim side, and I'm just off the rim trail. So I'm in a really good position to start tomorrow's hike, which, like I said, I'm saving the best for last. Really looking forward to walking the rim and having the view of Crater Lake most of the day tomorrow. So this morning I started at Bybee Creek and followed the Pacific Crest Trail all the way up. And you cannot camp at Red Cone Spring because of the dead trees. So the ranger suggested I camp here somewhere. I really didn't see anything suitable and I just wanted to be able to sleep tonight. So I continued on and now I am right here, Grouse Hill. So tomorrow I'm going to be following the rim trail. Should have some amazing views and in here at Lightning Springs where I started. Good morning. It is day 3, my final day. I had a very peaceful evening here at camp. I slept really well. I slept till 7 a.m. That's late for me. So yeah, it was really, really nice here. What I lacked in scenery the last couple of days, I definitely gained in solitude. I didn't see anyone for over 24 hours until I ran into a couple. They said I was the first person they had seen in over 24 hours. So this is definitely the most alone I have been on any solo backpacking trip. Takes a little while for the sun to make its way into the forest, but the sun is out, and I'm anxious to get packed up and hit the trail to see what I came here for. Crater Lake. I'm excited for today's hike. Holy smokes. Gorgeous. Crater Lake is not fed by rivers or streams, but rather snow and rain. It rests inside a caldera formed when a volcano collapsed after an eruption approximately 7,700 years ago.